Star Trek Infinite is a completely new experience that you've never seen before. Wait, this game kind of looks familiar. Wait, it looks really familiar. Oh, okay. The first thing I want to say is Star Trek Infinite is a fun time. I enjoyed it. However, big disclaimer, a lot of people have been barely able to play the game. I didn't have that many groundbreaking bugs, so I will void that for my kind of review. This game is fun, however, it is pretty much a Stellaris mod. It is simply the Stellaris game with a couple unique features and specific things that are around Star Trek. I think that what will make or break this game for you if you're looking at it as a completely different game from Stellaris. If you're looking at it if it is a fun game that has a lot of connections to the Star Trek universe, you're in luck. That's this. I would say if you are looking for a game that's completely different from Stellaris, you're not going to have a great time. This game is kind of like what Total War does with their games. They take the same premise, the same model, and just do a different time period. That's pretty much what this is, but with Star Trek. And by the way, I love that. I love what they're doing with this. I could see them doing this with a ton of other different games that they already have where they just put it into different areas. Can you imagine a Crusader Kings 3 game, but it's just in the Chinese era and just on that side of the map? That would be a load of fun. What are the main differences? Well, one is that you can only play as 4 different civilizations in Star Trek Infinite. Here are the ones on the screen. You all know them if you like Star Trek. If you don't know what they are, then you pretty much have never played Star Trek or know anything about the Star Trek movies or TV series. With that, there isn't too much variance between the different nations as of now. I have a feeling it will change over time. They all have their own playstyle that's easy to follow, but you can really just ignore it if you want to. But with that, I do like that they have mission trees that allow you to play down the path more that they have created. There's also a galactic tension, which is pretty much happens based on what you do with the other empires and small nations. Everything you do pretty much makes this go up and down, and if the game gets a little spicy, things go down really fast. The game is also a lot shorter. I was actually able to finish my first game within 2 days, and that was just playing like 3 hours on both days. Where in Stellaris, I don't know if you've played it, but it usually takes me 2 weeks to finish a game where I put in 4 hours a day. The last big thing is that you can completely ignore the other 3 main factions. You can just do the main objective, which is to conquer all the small civilizations. You really don't have to do anything with the big nations, and I think this is something that they need to change. It feels like you're kind of all just playing on your own without interacting with the AI. I think they will probably change this in later patches to make the AI more aggressive, but I'm not sure. The last question, is it good? Is this game good? I say yes, with a question mark. I had a lot of fun on my first playthrough where I won as the United Federation, but I'm in my halfway through my second game as the Klingons, and it doesn't feel as fun already. I think that has to just be the early game of Stellaris, or like this Stellaris-like game. I think that's something that people forget about Stellaris, since this is pretty similar to that, is that the early game of Stellaris is awful. And it's not fun, but once you get past the early game, the game is a blast, and you kind of lose track of time. I think this game will shine so much if you're able to get 4 players to play this game. I think 4 people as the main factions will make this game go from an okay game to a great game. I also would like to go over all the similarities to Stellaris, but that would make it a 20-minute video, and I'm trying to make a short review, so we're not going to do that. Overall, I had a fun experience with the game. I did not come across any crazy game breaking bugs like I said before, so I can't really say anything about that. My only big bugs was that I was told my leader was dying every time I got a notification. That was really annoying, but I was kind of watching a YouTube video when I was recording, so I didn't mind it too much.
Simon, I don't like Simon.
Also, sometimes when I was moving ships, I had to take it on and off orbit to make it register, but besides that, I didn't get any game breaking bugs, and I could just launch the game right away. What I think this game offers is kind of a unique idea to Paradox games. It's taking the beloved games we know and having a twist. However, it is pretty easy to mod these games, so it is pretty easy to do this. However, I think this mod is better than any Star Trek mod, and anyone that is saying otherwise is a complete and utter I wasn't able to get 4 friends to play this game on launch, but I think it would be very fun, and I think that's where this game is going to shine. I think once the bugs are gone and some updates, it's going to be a pretty good game. Right now, it's okay, but I see the potential for more. If you want the game that's nothing like Stellaris, please avoid this game because you will be disappointed. It is pretty similar to Stellaris. If you are a fan of Star Trek, this game is probably for you. You get to conquer space as your favorite nation in Star Trek and have a good time doing it. If you do want to buy this game after I kind of bashed the game a little bit, I have a link in the top right hand corner and below to buy on Humble Bundle, where you support charity and the developers. Thank you for watching.